I want to go home. Even though I'm an extremely social person, I don't necessarily like going out to bars and clubs and those different type of things. It's not really my vibe, it's not really my scene. And I find myself in a situation where I get a little bit of social anxiety when there's too many people around me and when people are going crazy. So, isn't that a little bit contrary to my personality, you might say? Yes, it is, because I like hanging out with people, I like meeting new people, I like hanging out with my friends, and I like partying. But I don't like going out to bars and clubs and those type of things when there's smoke in my face and alcohol smells and I don't know, just drunk people. It's not really great. I would rather go home and watch a movie or play games or hang out with my friends or on Discord, watch a movie, play games, or watch, or play something with my friends and hang out on Discord. That's a lot more fun to me, and that's a lot more my type of vibe. And I'm social in that capacity. Being social is not like a norm thing. At least I feel like, everybody's social battery differs. Everybody has a different kind of capacity and different type of thing that they're in the mood for. Personally, for me, my social battery is being at home, and when I get to hang out with my friends on VR chat or on Discord, then that fills my battery up. I like hanging out in person, like if we have like a games day or play a Magic the Gathering in person, those type of things, that's amazing. But just going to bars and clubs and those type of things, it's 100% not my vibe. That said, of course, there's nothing wrong with if you do go to a bar or a club and you do enjoy yourself. I mean, that's perfectly fine. But something that has been a breakthrough for me has 100% been VR chat. Since I've gotten my VR headset and I've been enjoying, VR chat a lot more, hanging out with people. It kind of gives you that feeling of being with someone in person, like hanging out with somebody in person without having to leave your house. And I love that. I am freaking obsessed with it. Not only do I get to experience virtual worlds like this bar that I would never ever really go to in real life because I'm not that kind of person, but because it's in VR chat and I don't even have to leave my house, I don't have to drive at night, I can have a few drinks in the comfort of my own home. It's been absolutely wonderful. It's been such an experience. It's been a total mind shift change because now I can have drinks with friends, and if it gets a little bit too loud, I can turn on earmuff mode, and whoop, everything gets a lot less loud. There's no smoke in my eyes or smoke in my nose, and I don't have to get different smells and different things, and it's not like a sensory overload type thing. It's perfect. I really enjoy the VR chat hanging out lifestyle. It's freaking amazing. So if you haven't tried it out just yet, maybe give it a go. Maybe try out VR chat if you haven't. If you do have a headset at home, I recommend VR chat with a headset because that way you get the full immersion, but you can also do it on desktop or even on phones now. I don't necessarily know how those experiences are and how they measure up because I haven't tried them really. I've only used VR chat with the headset, and I'm fortunate in that way. And if you're thinking, headsets are so expensive, you can actually pick up a Quest 2 for relatively cheap now, especially if it's a refurb one. So it might be worth the investment if you think that you would be interested in something like that. But I digress. This is not like a advertisement for VR chat or advertisement for VR. It's more a discussion around my dislike of going out in person and, just all of the things. What things are you talking about, Koda? Well, number one, the driving. I do not enjoy driving. I don't enjoy driving to places. I don't enjoy car rides. I don't enjoy going, to places in my car. It stresses me out. Traffic stresses me out. It's such a stressor. And it doesn't help that, there's a party or an event and I have to drive there. And by the time I get there, I'm so highly strung and so anxious and so like, I don't really know what to do. It doesn't really help. Number 2, you don't necessarily have a say on who you're going to meet at a party, when you're there. And it's just human nature that we don't all get along. Unfortunately, we do live in a society where, there are different personalities, and sometimes you won't get along with everybody, and that's perfectly fine, because that's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of life. We're all different. We all have different approaches. We all have different likes, and we all have different personalities, and sometimes personalities just clash. And I find when that personality clash happens, it's very stressful for me, and I'm kind of like, yes, okay, that's perfectly fine. But on the other hand, I'm like, oh, bye, I want to just leave. You get where I'm going with this. Number 3, smells and sensations. Well, in a party there can be people that, and please, I'm not calling you out if you like vape or smoke or whatever. If you do that, that's perfectly fine. But I don't like the sensation of smoke being up in my face or up in my nose, or it doesn't matter if it's vape, if it's smoking, or is it hookah or whatever. I just don't like it. I don't enjoy it. It's not great. So personally, that experience in VR is a lot better, because I don't have to deal with all of these different smells and sensations and things that people have. And I know this might make me sound like a little bit of a, ooh, he's so high and mighty. I'm not. This is just my personal preference. If you agree with me, that's great. And if you don't agree with me, that's also great. We're all different. We're all perfect. It's fine. And I guess the last thing that I can say is I can have a drink in VR without, having to drive home. It's very dangerous. Don't drink and drive, people. And I don't have to really 100% be worried, I suppose. So that's basically it. I enjoy hanging out and going out in VR chat. I don't enjoy doing it in person. But what do you think? Are your opinions a little bit different than mine? Do you like going out? Do you like hanging out with people in real bars, in real clubs? And if so, maybe inform me why. Maybe tell me why I'm ignorant. I don't know. But anyway, thanks so much for watching this video. Cheers! Boop!